These skis have seen better days. Actually, they're starting to fight back. Every time I pick them up, the jagged top sheet tries to draw blood. These are my 2019 Blizzard Bonafides. They've been my daily drivers for years, and while I don't get as many days on the mountain as I did in my teens, at 36 I still put these through the ringer. A few battle scars are nice, but at this point it's less a patina than it is a cry for help. Today I'm giving them a full DIY renovation. From repairing the top sheet and tuning the edges, to base repair and a fresh wax. Let's see if we can make these legends feel brand new again. The first thing I'm doing is going all around the skis using an X-Acto knife to remove any shards or jagged bits of top sheet laminate. This is what's called a sandwich construction ski with a lot of layers of materials in it, including metal, carbon fiber, wood, and plastics. The top sheet and sidewalls are what I'm dealing with the most here, and they are primarily plastic. Alright, so I finished using my X-Acto knife to get rid of all the burrs around the edges of the top sheet. Now I have to deal with a little bit of delamination. So the top sheet is connected to the next layer under it with an adhesive, and up here, that's coming up, especially around the tips here. I have a little bit of delamination. It's not that bad. The other ski has a little bit more around the binding, but what I'm going to use for that is an epoxy, and I'm going to very finely put it underneath that top sheet. I'll let that dry, and then I can start sanding. Epoxy's been drying for about an hour and a half. It needs like a full day to dry completely hard. But at this point, I'm going to be using some bumper weld to fill in some of these big chips in the top sheet. That'll dry at the same time as that epoxy, and I can sand it down. Dry, and then come back tomorrow, sand it down, do a little bit of color work, and then spray some new clear coat, and then work on the bottom side of the skis. All right, I let these dry overnight. The filler is nice and hard. Now I'm going to go ahead and start sanding. Fully sanded and wet sanded down to a 1200 grit. Now I'm going to try to match this color to try to cover up that filler that I put in. For that, I have these acrylic markers. Better would be probably to airbrush it, really perfectly match that color, but I'm not really going to worry about it too much. I'm going to get as close as I can. All right, I'm set up to get some clear coat on here. This is a matte enamel clear coat. The ski was already pretty matte, so I didn't want to put a high gloss clear coat on it. I'm going to do several layers of this one. I actually changed my mind about leaving the whole skis matte. They actually were gloss on the tips, tail, and center to begin with, so I mimicked that with some gloss clear coat, and I'm glad I did. Altogether, I put down 4 to 5 coats of clear. Then I repeated the whole process on the second ski. Alright, I'm very happy with how the top sheets came out. The repairs feel very nice and strong. I think the clear coat looks good. Got some gloss here, matte, and then gloss on the tips and tails. Happy with that. The colors, they're close enough for me. I kind of like that I have a couple battle scars here. You can see the colors are a little bit different, but overall, they hide that damage really well. So, next step is to work on the base and the edges of the skis. I have my brakes rubber banded out of the way, and I'm gonna go ahead, flip the skis over, start working on the edges. You always wanna work on the edges before you start waxing or doing repairs to the base. I did a whole video explaining in great detail how to tune and wax your own skis, so I'll link to that one in the description and spare you all the details here. A couple core concepts: don't tune your base edges too much because you can really mess up your skis if you do it wrong. Instead, just get rid of rust and burrs carefully with a file or gummy stone, and then do most of your sharpening on the side edges. Also, always work from tip to tail. I ran a Sharpie over my edges first, so I could see clearly how evenly I was sharpening. Oh, and don't go crazy. You usually only need a few good passes with the sharpener. You don't want to prematurely wear out the metal by filing it too much. Alright, I'm happy with the sharpness. Now I'm going to do a little base repair with some P-tex just for this larger groove here, and then I'm going to give them a wax. With the base repair done, I could finish this ski up with a nice hot wax and then run through the whole process again on the second ski before leaning them both against the wall to stare at. I am very happy with how these are turning out. They're gonna have several more years of life. But honestly, leaning against the wall isn't really gonna do it for me because they could easily fall and get dinged up all over again. So I have one more thing that I wanna do to help these skis survive. And that is to give them a good place to hang out. A company called Ski Favs actually sent me their gravity hanger. They actually sent this to me last season. I just didn't have the opportunity to put it in a video, but I know exactly where I wanna put these now. In my studio closet. These are like a gravity hanger because the ski goes right in and then the ski's own weight is what holds them up. It has these very grippy rubber grips that hold the skis tight and it won't let them come down. It also has integrated pole hangers. Let me put this on the wall. Alright, that was super easy to put up. I'm gonna toss my skis in there. One thing I love about this mount is that most modern skis have a lot of rocker, so they don't just come together at the tip here. So if you use the kind of mount that just holds them up at the tip, you're gonna be forcing the skis against their rocker. With this type of gravity mount, you can hold it right at the point where the skis meet, and you don't compromise your rocker. Super easy to put in, super easy to take out. Just push them up, take your skis down. And for now, these babies are gonna live right here in my studio. Big thanks to Ski Favs. They actually sent me a second one. This is their compact design, but these things can hold snowboards, skis, split boards, whatever you got. I highly recommend the Ski Favs. And if you wanna check them out, I'll leave a link in the description. I hope you enjoyed this DIY renovation of my skis and maybe it'll inspire you to take care of your own. I have more skis and I may be doing another one of these in the future. In any case, if you like the video, like the video. If you have any questions or comments, leave it in the comments section below. I'm Every Other Carl, and until next time, I'll see ya.